Good morning. My name's Rob Kennelly, Salty Sharks. Welcome to our third episode in our FAQ series, outlining some of the challenges and opportunities associated with 21st century learning resources, such as our virtual and interactive education platform. So today I want to address barriers to adoption and also the change management process. So there are a few barriers when I talk to teachers and they're very excited about the particular platform and their learning and the education resource and the content. These are some of the barriers that they raise as issues that they face getting the key decision makers at the schools on board with adopting this technology. So first is obviously cost. Second is use case, tied to our first episode in the FAQ series around curriculum and lesson planning, student population, technology, and of course, change management. So to address the first one, cost. At $990 Australian per annum for access to all three of our current education resources, that's the Manta Ray Shoals, Whale Shark Station, and Turtle Beach. That gives every student at your school access to this technology at any time that they choose to use it. They can even access it at home as well as part of your subscription to this platform. If you're in the US, that's $660, and if you're in the UK, that's £508. In Canada, $908. So as you can see, it's very, very reasonably priced and affordable for schools. If you look at it from a per capita basis for students, in most average schools, it equates to about 50 cents per student per year, which is a fantastic cost for students. It's just an amazing price. Now, for smaller schools in regional locations, you don't get penalised by having a smaller student population because smaller schools can actually subscribe as a school cluster. So we're talking 3 to 4 schools, 5 schools in a school cluster. What we want to achieve is that same per capita cost for the students in those smaller regional and remote schools, because our philosophy has always been education for all. So we want to make it available at the same cost per capita for those students as well. So if you're part of a small regional school with 100 students or 150 students, then you can actually register as a school cluster. And your principals and your heads of curriculum all engage with other schools in their cluster on a regular basis. So that cost can be shared amongst those schools. So that's the first barrier to entry. Very affordable. The second one, use case. So this ties back to curriculum planning and lesson planning. It's the sort of platform and education resource that doesn't require a lot of planning to utilize it. We provide you with the content ahead of time, so you've got the content that's included in the exhibit. You don't have to go exploring it yourself. But what it enables you to do is utilize it in as many different areas of your curriculum and lesson plan across different years of your school as you like. If a teacher's away and your students at short notice and your students would otherwise be sitting in class pretty much not doing anything other than maybe watching a video, this platform can give them the opportunity to go in and self-discover. This is about teaching them to seek out information, seek out the education themselves in an environment where in that lesson that they might otherwise have been idle, they're actually going in and learning something about different marine species in a fun, engaging way that makes them want to share that information and knowledge with other students as well. So that's a great use case in and of itself. But obviously you can tie it into various other lesson plans you already have. It's like a virtual textbook. So you can take elements of the environments, whether it be around diet, reproduction, habitat, endangered status even. There's a heap of different information groups within each environment. Take that information in the small pieces that you wish and apply it in your lesson plans. As I said, it's a virtual textbook. It's engaging and it's fun, and it gives those students an opportunity to learn at their own pace, but also learn under their own steam and be responsible for their learning, which I think is really important. Next thing is the technology. So the platform is a secure and safe platform. It's locked down to prevent access by anyone other than the students. If you're a homeschool family, then you have a separate environment that doesn't intermingle with the school population's environment. So they're kept separate and secure. Students can't engage with other students. Although it's an open world environment and they will see other students there and exploring it, they can't engage, they can't interrupt, they can't be interrupted by other students. They can see them. It's very engaging from that interactivity. They can see other people running around, but what they can't do is they can't engage. So they can't be bullied or harassed or in any way intimidated or engaged with. There's no text or voice interactivity from the student side. The NPCs that they engage with share information via voice, but they can't specifically engage with other people. So it's a good, safe, secure environment, and you know that if a student is in those environments, they're not getting up to mischief or seeing things that they shouldn't, or being exposed to ads or pop-up content or any purchasing stuff. It's all locked down and secure. So really great environment from that perspective as well. You can be very assured that students that are using it in the library or in the classroom or even on their own laptops are doing so in a safe, responsible way and not being exposed to harmful content. All the education content, I might add, is actually curated by research agencies and partners. So it's all scientific-based information, and it's delivered in a really fun, engaging way so that they can absorb it at a varying age range, 9 to 15 years. Lastly, I want to talk about the change process. Adopting 21st century EdTech can in and of itself be a bit daunting, but when you're dealing with the modern student who is used to gamification in so many aspects of their life, the things that they engage with, Fortnite and Roblox and Minecraft and all these other different things, they're used to these environments now. They're used to virtual worlds. And so delivering education content in the virtual world as well is something that's right up in their wheelhouse. They get it, they understand it, they respond really well to it. So adopting and being a change agent in the adoption of this technology is super important if we want to continue to set students up to be the future leaders that we want them to be. So that's, in a nutshell, our third episode of our FAQ series, all about the barriers to adoption. Feel free to show this to other teachers in your staff rooms, your heads of curriculum, your assistant principals, your principals. Show this to them, share it with them, and have them reach out to us. Book in a 30-minute virtual tour. We'll take you through the entire environment so you can see them yourselves and you can see what students would experience. It's a 30-minute tour. Doesn't take too long. We go through it quickly, of course. And then you can make your decisions from there. It's no obligation and it's a free tour. So no reason to not book in today. Just email us at hello@saltysharks.io. Or call us on 0419 756 374. That's +61 if you're calling from the UK or the US. Thank you so much for your time. Look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Have a wonderful day.